Okay, so I was originally going to post this video in its entirety back in August, but considering it is frickin' December as of recording this, and I'm only halfway through editing it, I think it's just best if I turn it into a two-parter. Part 2 will come out whenever I feel like it, okay? Okay, let's get on with it.
Bring it on!
Hello everybody, my name is Oscar Reviews, and holy mother of Krang, we have a shit ton of stuff to get through today. From the season premiere of Helluva Boss Season 2, to the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series finale. And yes, that means I am going to be reviewing two things in the same video. How insane does that make me? Probably not too much. On the Helluva Boss side of things, Season 2 had a rough start. Not to say it was bad or anything, but because of the discourse that came before it. You see, Helluva Boss Season 1 was supposed to have a two-part season finale. However, due to some unspecified legal troubles, they couldn't air the episode in time. So they instead decided to jump right into Season 2. As for Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it had a similar problem where its movie finale was pushed back to August of this year. As for why that happened, I couldn't really tell you. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking to yourself, Oscar, you rattled raptor, why are you reviewing two things in one video? Well, you see, this video is my official celebration for my channel reaching its 3-year anniversary, and I wanted to go big this year. And what better way to go big than with a season premiere and a movie finale in the same video? So let's not waste any more time. Have a seat and grab a slice, because we're diving into both the Helluva Boss Season 2 premiere and the finale of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's do this! So, we begin this new episode of Helluva Boss in the past. Wait, what? So, yeah. The first half of this episode takes place entirely 25 years in the past on Stolas' birthday, where Stolas is about to be crowned an official member of the Ars Goetia. Also, this butler imp has to be related to Moxie in some way. The resemblance is just too uncanny. Then we are introduced to Stolas' father, Paimon, voiced by Jonathan No. It's impossible. Viv, you can't tell me that you got the voice of Jafar from Aladdin to be one of your characters. 2 of them even. He shows up later to voice Cash Buxo, Blitz's father. Okay, what kind of black magic does Vivzy Pop have to get all these actors?
Well, my little one, it is finally your day of becoming a true part of the Goetia family. You will be entrusted with the study of the Earth skies, the stars, the prophecies they hold, all that stuff. Isn't that fun?
So, moving past the fact that Paimon literally just created the grimoire out of thin air, it turns out that Stolas and Stella's marriage was indeed an arranged one. And I know I'm not the biggest fan of Stella, but was she really strangling small animals to death at a very young age?
That's the first indicator of a serial killer, you freak!
And Stolas doesn't really take this information well.
Oh, that's an ugly noise, son. Here, how about you cease this bitch crying?
Paimon may be a bad father, but he's still hilarious. You gotta give him that.
I'm so good at daddying.
No, you ain't!
So to make Stolas stop crying, Paimon decides to take him to the circus.
He said it! He said it!
It is at this point where we're gonna take a break from Helluva Boss and look at the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
There it is! There it is!
So, the movie begins in 2044 in a post-apocalyptic New York City, where an alien species known as the Krang have essentially destroyed all of humanity. Wait a minute. Isn't this supposed to be Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, that's why they call it that.
The one where they talk about dank memes and play on their fidget spinners and, like, dab and stuff. Where's this Mad Max Fury Road bullshit coming from? And that's not all. We see multiple characters die in this opening. Michelangelo gets turned to dust. We see April's corpse hanging on the ground. You know Big Mama? That big spider lady from the show? She's impaled on a freaking spike! This opening has made it explicitly obvious that absolutely no one in this future makes it out alive. Well, except the Krang. And also Casey Jones. Oh yeah, Casey Jones goes back in time to stop all this.
The people who stole that key opened the doorway for the Krang. You have to find it before that happens.
So after watching Leonardo get vaporized, yeah, this movie is extremely friggin' violent, Casey Jones goes back in time to undo the future that is Krang. You know, if I'm gonna do the parody angle, I might as well go all out.
Long ago in a distant land, I, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil. But a foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose me. Before the final blow was struck, I tore open a portal in time and flung him into the future, where my evil is law. Now the fool seeks to return to the past and undo the future that is Aku.
Wait, wasn't I supposed to be reviewing this movie? Boy, do I get sidetracked. Anyways, so after we get a
title card, red, white, and purge, baby!
We are finally reintroduced to the Rise Turtles. The present day Rise Turtles. And they're doing a pizza box stacking competition?
125 boxes? You know, they say it couldn't be done, but look who's doing it. Mwah! You know that's Spanish for Leo?
And Raphael is not too pleased to find his brothers doing a pizza box stacking competition instead of, you know, actual ninja training.
Leo, we have work to do and you dragged him out here for this?
Training? Record-breaking. The choice was clear.
But we don't have time to get into that right now because there is apparently a museum robbery in progress. A museum robbery where the robbers in question are stealing the key that Casey Jones was sent back here to get. It doesn't work out well.
Finally, after all these centuries, this is ours!
Oh man, that thing must be dangerous if the Foot Clan wants it!
Despite the implied severity of the situation, Leo is still maintaining a carefree, laid-back attitude, which Raphael is not happy about. Oh yeah, I might as well mention that. You see, when Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, there were a lot of changes implemented. Especially surrounding the Turtles themselves. They got new weapons, new personalities, new designs, not to mention mystic powers. They even got new villains to go up against for the first season. It seems like at first, the creators wanted to make their own show, but they were stuck with the Ninja Turtles IP, so they just rolled with it. However, the movie seems to be a return to form in this regard. Leo is the leader again, they got their old weapons back, and even Splinter is acting more like the wise old mentor figure we know him as. But that doesn't mean that the Turtles have been retconned into being their previous incarnations. They still feel like the Rise Turtles we know and love.
You are a team. You are brothers. And most importantly, you are too loud! I cannot hear my TV show!
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Anyway, what's Casey Jones up to? April is the best character. Change my mind. So after being knocked unconscious by April, she actually kidnaps him and takes him to the Turtles, who don't believe him when he says he's from the future. Until he mentions the Krang. According to Splinter, the Krang were an ancient barbaric race of alien creatures that were worshipped by the Foot Clan, who currently are in possession of the one thing that can free the Krang from their prison dimension. Guess who's to blame for that one?
Oops! Okay, team, we gotta find them before they use it. And this time, we do it together.
Can someone untie me now?
The Foot Clan are all set to free the Krang until they're interrupted by the Turtles. Or at least Leo, who's starting to get on my nerves. However, despite their best efforts, they were unable to stop the portal from opening and the Krang from being freed from their prison dimension. So now's a great time to switch back to reviewing Helluva Boss. So, picking up where we left off, Stolas has been taken to the circus, and he's not really enjoying himself all that much. Until we are reintroduced to a young Blitzo and Fizzarolli, and Stolas falls head over heels for Blitz.
It was a horse, but then it ate too much sugar and its legs stopped working, so he had to amputate.
I liked his broken horse stroke. It was funny. Their legs do stop working when they eat too much sugar.
You know, I'm surprised My Little Pony never made a joke about that. Paimon has noticed that Stolas has taken a liking to Blitz and decides to buy him?
Purchase him. Yes, accurate.
You know, a lot of people interpreted that line as imps being bought and sold as slaves in hell, but that look that Cash Buxo gave Paimon sorta told me that slavery is not a thing that actually happens in hell all that often, and Paimon just assumed that he could purchase another living being because he's rich. Because we have established at this point that Paimon is, well, an asshole.
He's an asshole.
My son doesn't have any friends, you see, and he liked the little clown boy. It's his birthday. He's so sad, and I don't want to deal with him.
Case in point. And boy, this scene is just a real testament to how no one really thinks of Blitz all that highly. Because if we're to assume that Blitz was being bought out for his entire life, his dad never really felt all that remorseful about selling his own son for only $5 and an unused condom.
The Great Pirate War. No pirates. The Great Pirate War! If you keep talking about pirates, I will punch you.
You know, a lot of people got really pissy about the fact that Blitz never showed any interest in pirates up until this episode. Personally, I just think it's funny that I almost predicted something like this. I made a Helluva Boss music video where Blitz was singing The Last Saskatchewan Pirate, and I just think it's funny that I sort of predicted this aspect of the episode.
I got a job for you. You are gonna spend the day with one of the Goetia princes.
Ew, why?
Because money!
Money!
I'm funny. So Cash Buxo seizes the opportunity and tells Blitz that while he's at the Goetia's house, he should steal as much riches from them as possible. And I thought Paimon was a bad father. Not only is this man selling his own son into potential slavery, he also guilt-trips his child into stealing from some of the most powerful and influential demons in all of hell, and Blitz is understandably concerned that he might get caught. And Blitz's dad tries to guilt him by claiming that there are scarier things. No, I don't think there are. I think I might actually hate this character more than Stella. But then again, this episode actually made me dislike Stella less, so whatever, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
You know it would be fun? A game where we pretend we are pirates and we go around the house collecting all the nicest things, and then we throw them out the window.
Since when did pirates throw things out windows?
Since, like, the dawn of time.
There is logic in what he says.
So, unbeknownst to Stolas, the two go around the house stealing everything that looks like it's over $1,000, and it goes off without a hitch.
That was easy.
After we get a really nice scene where the two just talk to each other, we then hard cut to 25 years later, and Stolas is incredibly depressed. Well, I think now is a great time to switch back to reviewing the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.